Hello everyone, welcome back to Tone Plays NetHack, and we've just reached Sokoban. Now one thing I want to do before I explore Sokoban, or one thing I want to consider, is that there's a bunch of elves, I guess 2 floors above. It's on the Oracle level, so downstairs once and upstairs once from where we're at now. And sleep resistance could be nice, because it let us use our wand, without having to really worry about everything or want to sleep. Otherwise, we at risk of bouncing our bolts back at us. So it wouldn't be a bad thing. I don't know. I'm not too concerned about it. Let's just do Sokoban. If I see any really dangerous threats, we can deal with that. And I have a few things in my inventory that I want to curse test, but I need to create some space. So let's clear this level first. For anyone that's not familiar with Sokoban, it's a 4-level branch of the dungeon. And it's got all these puzzles where you fill these pits over here that block the stairs with boulders. If you cheat by different means, like breaking the boulders open or creating new ones with scrolls of earth, a few different other ways, there's a penalty. You lose luck, which is temporary unless you have a luck stone. So it's a fun little detour from the rest of the game. It's a creative little branch, in my opinion. It has good rewards. There's always a bag of holding or an amulet of reflection at the end, but there's also a monster zoo that guards that, which can be pretty dangerous. Since the levels are so small, and even though you're going upwards, it counts as going downwards for monster generation purposes, as of 3.6.0 NetHack. It didn't in 3.4.3, so it was a very easy branch, but it isn't anymore. It's quite balanced now. But yeah, since the levels are so small and you advance them so quickly, you tend to kind of get out of death monsters in a way. They definitely feel stronger than you should be fighting. You got to be careful sometimes. And yeah, I mentioned this last episode, but there's always a wand and a ring on every level, and there's food all over the place. And these 2 scrolls in this corner are always scrolls of earth, so you can identify those. And those are there to help you solve the puzzles if you need them. Owlbear, violet fungus. Those are pretty dangerous, actually. Well, not the violet fungus. The owlbear is, though. I'd like to fight him at range if I could. Maybe I'll try and use some wands here. Want a lightning, maybe? Oh, I can put my blindfold and that'd protect me. Let's do that. Let's make sure we'd be safe doing that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tiles there. We are safe. So yeah, let's zap. Oh, hang on. First we'll blindfold ourselves, and then we'll zap our wand of lightning up here. Missed it. Let's try again. It's the owlbear. You kill it. So we hit the violet fungus and killed it. Wow, that violet fungus tanked a whole bolt of lightning, huh? The owlbear is probably pretty weak now. I don't mind. I don't want to use another zap, so we'll just fight it normally. What I'm gonna do is fill one more pit here and then throw darts at it. And since this is the bottom level, those are pits and not holes, so you can actually jump in them to retrieve stuff, but you take damage when you move in them. You can actually walk through the whole thing instead of filling with boulders on this floor. Well, I haven't tried the whole thing. I assume you can. You can walk through a lot of them. So where's my wand of lightning here? We zapped it 2 more times, and I zapped my wand of cold last episode. I should mark that. Just once? No, it was probably twice, wasn't it? I don't know anymore now. Maybe like 2 or 3 times. Just don't want to think it's completely fresh. Alright, let's try our daggers first. We're starting to get low on the darts. Yeah, see, that was way better than using a wand of lightning on it. Wasting another charge of that. Have we here? Peaceful large dog. Wow, that could be pretty strong. Um, Potentially. Might be something we want to tame. Alright, this is where getting pets can be annoying. And peaceful monsters are really annoying as well on Sokoban. Block your paths. Jump down here. Grab that rusty dagger. I wonder what else is under that fungus corpse. We'll jump down and check it out when we get over there. If there are items on pits in the other Sokoban floors, a trick you can do is turn on auto pickup for whatever the item type it is. And then you'll, if you jump into the hole, the other floors have holes as you'll see here shortly, you'll auto pick up the item first, and then you'll fall down the hole. So there's a baby crocodile, which these can actually be kind of annoying too. But yeah, not much of a trouble for us. Uh-oh. A nymph here. I'm going to zap her with a wand of sleep. They generate sleeping usually, but they wake up pretty fast. But if you zap them with sleep, they don't wake up as easily. You can usually kill them before they get up. Looks like she dropped a looking glass, but it's not a pile of items. I don't really care about the looking glass. We'll just toss a boulder over it. Fortunately, that won't break the looking glass. We'll just cover it up. Something else to know about Sokoban is until you solve the floor, you can't move diagonally. Diagonally through boulders, I mean. It's part of the puzzle. Oh, so he dropped a wand. A wand of digging. Well, thank you. What was that, a violet fungus? Yeah, I like that. Alright, let's see if we can solve this real quick without these pets, all these monsters messing with us. Like I said, one's usually tolerable, more than that isn't. What I'm going to do for the rest of it is leave these guys down here. A wraith. So wraiths are interesting. They are undead. They have a level drain attack, which is pretty annoying, so we don't want to risk getting attacked by this at all. Although level drain, if you only get level drained once, it just puts you 1 experience below the level you are at, so you can attack. Basically, if you kill anything, it'll level you up again. And a little kind of niche little trick is eating a tripe ration gives you a marginal amount of experience points. If you get level drained, you can actually eat a tripe ration and it'll level you up again. Also, potions of full healing can do it a little bit. And as of the latest version of 3.6.2, this was added relatively recently, blessed potions of restore ability should also restore lost levels. Alright, so how do we want to deal with this guy? Can't safely use wands here. I'm gonna engrave Alberith. Have to. I just don't want to risk losing any levels here. Okay. Now that he's fleeing. Ooh, this actually might be a good opportunity to use a wand. Could technically bounce back and hit me. Let's just throw darts at him. Let's step here. Oh, there's another undead. The reason I'm standing here now is so I can block my pets from this room. I don't want them to eat the wraith corpse. I'm gonna use Alberith here. Keep that wraith away from me. Still have a good Alberith below me. These pets are actually pretty annoying. And something else I'm doing is I'd like to have my pets not eat the Wraith corpse. Health does it have? It's down to 11. Probably pretty weak right now. I'm just gonna try and attack him from here. Actually, I should let my pets do it. Some Grave Elberth here. If my pet kills it, then I can swoop in and eat the corpse. Pet's doing a terrible job though. Alright. Move right to try and displace it. Alright, we beat you to the corpse. Perfect. Okay, yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned this when I was talking about the wraiths earlier. But eating their corpse raises your level. Or has a pretty good chance of doing it. If it's rotted, it'll just disappear basically. Let's eat the wraith corpse. The wraith corpse tastes okay. You feel more experienced. Welcome to experience level 9. Alright, sweet. Ooh, what is this? An Ed mummy. Those are pretty strong too. Let's try throwing our daggers at it. Soften that thing up. Oh, why'd you get in my way, dog? What happened to that large dog? Did one of my other pets kill it? Only 4 HP, so I can fight him now. Cool. That dog is gone. So another thing to note about Sokoban is the items that you want can generate underboulders. So you always want to look under all of them, even when you're done clearing the level. Oh, a mummy wrapping. So a mummy wrapping, if you're invisible, will make you not invisible anymore. Which is useful if you want things to see you, so a good example of that, it's kind of timely here, is there's a strategy called Wraith Luring for when you fight a Wraith like we just fought. So when you're in a graveyard, it's a special room type with a bunch of undead, including Wraiths. But on graveyard levels, the Wraiths have a very, very low chance of leaving corpses. So a lot of people will lure them to other levels to increase that chance. But if you're invisible, it's like it can be really tedious. That's an example where if you put a mummy wrapping on to become non-invisible, that they'll do it. And the other big thing is shopping in stores. Because shopkeepers don't like invisible customers. That's the main reason for it. Let me curse test some stuff in my inventory now. I've got some space. Okay, this is not cursed. I'm just gonna put that on and see what it is. It could be opposite alignment, like I mentioned when I picked it up last episode. I do have holy water, so I can uncurse it. And I don't think I bought any protection, so I can't lose that. Let's just go ahead and see what it is. Seems to have no effect so far. I'm curious. Let me remove my amulet of ESP. Not a helm of telepathy. Probably just a regular helm then. It could be a +0 helm of brilliance too. Name it. For my guesses. Definitely not opposite alignment. That's not very helpful for us right now. If we bring that back to a shop, we can figure out if it's magic, and that would answer that question for us. Actually, do we know what helmets are already? I thought we killed a watchman. So we didn't. I think they have normal helmets sometimes, or usually. Okay, so that, not exciting. Let's see what this orcish helm was. Oh, ants. Back up into the choke point. Not necessary, it seems. Okay, seems like there's a good chance this is cursed. And there was a ring I wanted to check as well. Cool. Let's go put this on real quick. A note about where testing rings. If it's a ring of polymorph, there's basically a 1% chance when you put it on that you polymorph, and when you polymorph, there's a pretty good chance that you break your armor, cloak, and shirt. Actually, since I have good armor, I should take my armor off before testing this. I was gonna risk it, but I don't see the need to. My armor and shirt off. This ring on real quick. And where testing rings is a good way to identify them. If it's anything that modifies your stats, which a lot of them do, or if it's like levitation or something, that'll give you an indication. Or actually, it'll auto-identify it. It's not even just an indication. The fact that it doesn't do that is an indication of what it might be by narrowing that pool of options down. I just mark with this exclamation W, kind of say there's no wear effect. Let me take that off before it's potentially polymorph. Alright, throw the shirt back on. Actually, there's no reason to wear that shirt right now. I will throw on the mithril coat though. The iron helm. Go ahead and drop a bunch of stuff here too, because we're going to be picking up more stuff. Oops. Hit a random key there. Because we're going to be picking up more stuff, and we are like just teetering on the edge of being burdened. Oh, I want to see what that amulet might be too. We'll check that out in a minute here. Let's check that out first. Drop the amulet. Okay, so it's not cursed. I'm gonna do... Oh yeah, once you clear the puzzle, which means... or solve the puzzle on each Sokoban floor, which meant I filled in all these pits or holes or whatever they are on that level, you can start breaking rules. So I was able to push this boulder diagonally. I don't think you can do normally on Sokoban. Right, I'm gonna go and put this amulet on and see what it does, since I know I'll be able to take it off. I'm gonna wait like 50 turns here. It's not strangulation, because it would have started constricting our throat the turn I put it on. And it seems like it's not restful sleep, because we should have fallen asleep by now. I'm actually gonna keep that on. We found ESP already, but we already have intrinsic telepathy, so we can still check things with our blindfold. It just doesn't show things within our immediate vicinity. But there's a chance that this is either reflection or resistance versus poison or life-saving. There's a lot of good things that this could be. There's not really a downside to wearing it right now, assuming it's not restful sleep. I think the way restful sleep works is it would... there's like a cap where you're always going to fall asleep, and I think it's 100 turns, and I just waited for 100 turns. Maybe that week interrupted. Maybe I'm just shy of 100 turns here. I'm feeling pretty confident that it's not restful sleep, though. And by the time we walk around a little more, we should know for sure. So I'm going to keep this on. It could also be unchanging and some other stuff that isn't quite as useful, but it's got some good options here. So I'm going to wear that. We're getting hungry again, so I'm going to eat this other tripe ration. Or, I'm sorry, it was a cram ration I wanted to eat. What is the Egg corpse? Peaceful saddled pony. So ponies have a chance, or I guess all equines, or I'll just say all horses. Horses, ponies, war horses. I don't know if there's anything else in that category, equine, or that can't have saddles, but they have a chance of having saddles now. Means you might actually see them in some games. They're incredibly rare before. We don't really have a use for saddles though. I'm not gonna bother. We could kill him for a saddle if we needed to. We could also tame him with either one of our blueberry muffins, which again is a fruit slash slime mold, which is a treat to those, or the tripe ration. But I don't see the need to do that. When they level up, they can be quite strong. A warhorse is a pretty strong pet to have. Alright, I'm gonna go back and drop a bunch of stuff here just to create some inventory space and save some weight. I can't drop the pipe rations and stuff that my pets will eat. Any of these scrolls. Drop all the potions except for a couple of these extra healings. I'll keep all the extra healings. I guess I don't need these rings. I'll hold on to the rings. We might get an opportunity to try and identify them. What is this forked one that I don't appear to have engrave tested? To try that, or actually engrave test that. Got that empty wand. I'm not gonna get candles here. I'll hold on to the tin kit. Okay. And I'm gonna cover that with that boulder so that they don't mess things up. Alright, get on my way, horse. Pony, whatever you are. I'm just gonna tame this because I think it's gonna be easier than waiting to get past it in this hallway right now. Oh, maybe they don't like tripe rations. I thought they did for some reason. Oops. I accidentally ate the blueberry muffin instead of throwing it. Fine. There we go. Now I'll never get these pets away from me. It's okay, I'll bring one upstairs. Ah, the notorious Sokoban 2 level layout. Sounds like pretty non-intuitive, so it tends to be kind of difficult until you're familiar with solving it. In fact, I've had a lot of trouble with it lately, so let's hope I don't screw up. Nymph there? Maybe do that want to sleep trick again. Oops, that want to sleep is empty. Bummer. Well, let's throw daggers at it. You know what's interesting? The nymph actually can't teleport here because Sokoban's also no teleport level. So it'll take her stuff, but it won't be able to run away. And depending on what it takes, it could still be a big issue. Especially if it takes multiple items. But it's much less annoying than on other levels because you can generally, if you have a means, you can just kill it anyways. I also get my pet here to help kill it. That's one of the things I like doing with nymphs is letting pets kill them. Nymphs can't really do anything to your pets. But I'm just gonna try killing this with daggers first. I'm just gonna smack it. Ah, see, that's the problem. Wood nymph pretends to be friendly. The beautiful wood nymph seduces you, and you start taking off your boots. The wood nymph stole a blueberry muffin. The wood nymph pretends to be friendly. You can move again. The wood nymph steals a +0 pair of high boots. So, if they have you take your armor off, that takes time, and then they, like, continuously attack you. Oh. This is annoying too, actually. See what she's doing here? Because she can move diagonally, but I can't. She's, like, going somewhere that I can't reach. Okay, that's a spot where I'll be able to get to pretty soon. I didn't want to kill her in here because I wouldn't be able to get my stuff for a while. I'll try throwing this dagger again. Picked it up. Cool. Alright, nymph dead. We'll get back to that. That horse is probably going to find that blueberry muffin and eat it. Alright. Oh, what's here? Probably my horse? Yeah. Okay. I repeat, having pets in Sokoban is annoying. Oh man. Did I screw this up already? What am I doing? Yeah, I did. I was supposed to push that boulder here. Right? I'm not even paying attention. Oh, jeez. Honestly, not a big deal. I don't mind breaking a boulder or two in Sokoban. The luck timeout is 600 turns max, so it goes away pretty fast. Unless you're having like big two-hit problems, it's usually not a big deal just to lose a point or two of luck. But the problem is I don't have a way to break any boulders right now. So pickaxe goes all the way in the oracle level. Can't believe I did that. It's been a while since I've played NetHack too. Well, before this game, because I took a break after the NetHack November, or the November NetHack tournament. And then I got into this video series, so I guess I haven't been as familiar with Sokoban either. Well, this will be a good learning experience, guys. We'll get to see what to do when you screw up Sokoban. Gotta keep things interesting, right? Sokoban's usually quite boring. And in most people's opinions, I don't mind it too much. It's not that tedious. It ends up being challenging with the monsters you have to fight sometimes. It's often like one of the first times you like Sokoban, and then like the mines below Mine Town, and then like deeper into the dungeon are like areas where you start fighting like difficult monsters. Things that like really pose a threat. So I don't mind Sokoban too much. But yeah, we screwed up here. The boulder that was here, I should have pushed here. Then I don't even remember what I did here. Well, I gotta go and get a pickaxe. I know where there's one at. The dog's here. Need to grab anything from this stash. Not really. There's one on the oracle level. Man, that imp. Sit here and heal. Okay. I'm gonna bring at least my cat with me. Alright, back up to the oracle level. Okay, it's just down here. Dust vortex. They're not that dangerous, they just blind you, which isn't that bad since we have telepathy. Oops, I need to put auto pickup back on. I turned it off before I stepped into my little stash up there. Oh, hello, elves. Okay, so I think there's elves like over here. Could be wrong, but I want to shut this door if I can. No, maybe they're just all down there. Yeah. I don't want to risk using a wand against these guys right now. It's gonna be pretty unlikely that it makes its way back to me. So I'm gonna zap. I'll use my wand of cold because I don't want to blind myself with lightning. Cool, we killed one of them. And okay, we hit one and killed another, so this guy should die easily. Whoa! One of them has a wand. They're using their own tactics against us. Okay. Well, one thing's for sure that we've learned. This amulet is not reflection. Not sleep. Reflection was one of the things I was really hoping it would be. I'm gonna use my wand of cold again, just because I don't want to take a bunch of zaps from that One magic missile. Afraid she'd eat that corpse. Bring a carrot. This was zapped once, the one of missile we just picked up, and the one of cold zapped 2 more times, so I guess we're up to, what, 4 or 5 zaps, running pretty low. Alright, what have we here? So here's a woodland elf corpse. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat it. I could tin it first, but I'm just gonna eat it. You feel wide awake. That is the message you get when you got sleep resistance. Good stuff. Okay. I'm gonna try and keep all my notes in game still, although usually I keep like a text document out of game when I'm trying to keep track of stuff. So I'll just do that by writing on this lizard corpse. And we'll probably carry it with us through pretty much the whole game. And I'm just gonna say sleep resistance. I think it's the only thing we've gotten so far. Okay. Bunch of goodies here though. The faded pall, that's an elven cloak. It gives you stealth. The riding boots are most likely elven boots, which also give you stealth. Stealth is actually going to be fantastic for us because we didn't have it, especially since we're in Sokoban now, because stealth makes the zoo pretty trivial sometimes, or often. At the very least, it makes it much easier than it would be otherwise. Because if you go into a special room like a zoo or a throne room or a leprechaun hall where everything's asleep and you have stealth and you can kill things one at a time generally. Some things in the zoo don't sleep, so you can have problems with that. Although, I think there might have been some kind of change to that in NetHack 3.6.2, which I'm playing the most current version right now, so I wonder if that's going to affect that. I haven't been up to date with that. Speaking of which, I don't know if you remember like the first episode or two, like we ran into some monsters that weren't moving. And I thought they were in traps and they weren't. Like it was just like kind of like weird and I was kind of confused. That was a symptom of them trying to fix some bug related to that, which I didn't realize till later, which is kind of interesting. And I don't remember if that's was related to anything that has to do with those throne rooms, but they were messing with like sleep mechanics with monsters. I don't remember if it affected anything in throne rooms, but yeah, that was something that we actually saw early on in this series. The first episode or two, we saw some monsters that were just like sitting in rooms. They were actually sleeping. But okay, so let's call it here and pick this up next episode. We're gonna have to sort through this loot here with these elves, and we'll go back to Sokoban and finish that up. So I'll see you guys then.